another episode of We're Talking Sports. I'm SABREE Anderson.
And I'm Scott Swope.
Today we're going to take a little detour and we're going to speak to a young gentleman, Melvin McKee III.
He loves basketball.
Yes.
And he loves acting, as we do too.
Yes.
As we're both actors. So, what have you been in lately, or what are you looking for as far? I know it's a hard job as far as acting. Have you done any interviews or any auditions lately?
Yeah, I've been I had a couple of shows to do. The Green Room with a couple of driving scenes with your boy from Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, we was talking about it earlier and stuff with Jeff Bridges and stuff. He's a character, as they said in real life and stuff. So, what you been on lately?
I've auditioned for 5 different commercials.
How'd it go?
I thought it went great. I guess they didn't because they didn't get the part. But one of them was for a coffee company. It was going to be a national commercial.
Oh, nice.
And I think it was geared towards people on the Fox News channel.
Oh, really?
So it was a little uncomfortable doing, but it was all good. Then another one was for a new water bottle, and I can't mention the name.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to be an old cowboy.
Really?
Yeah, and it was pretty fun. We had a good time shooting it, and I sent it in, and they haven't gotten back to me.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. And then I'll be in a new web series after the first of the year called Commissado.
Oh, nice,
and I get to play a hitman. So
nice,
I get to be a bad guy. Usually I'm a police officer.
Yeah, he does have a hitman face.
But it's always fun playing a bad guy.
Yeah, and I have somebody got me for a gorilla.
I heard about that one.
Yes, I got a gorilla commercial where I have to dress up as a gorilla.
Well, you're big enough for it.
Yeah, and I have to destroy a kitchen, and it has something to do with a plumber. The plumber have to come put me in a headlock. Acting. What can we do? But as you know, nothing beats being the host of We're Talking Sports.
And we'll be right back, and I hope you come back and watch us.
See you in a little bit. All right, welcome back to We're Talking Sports. This is SABREE Anderson.
And I'm Scott Swope.
Yeah, and we was just about to lead into the basketball season. As you might have heard, LeBron went to the Lakers and stuff. So I guess they're starting off very well. I think they're like 8-2 or 9-2 with the gel and stuff. What's your favorite team?
Oh, my favorite team was the Baltimore Bullets. No, they're no longer in existence. That's right.
So is mine.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Great. Who was your favorite Bullet?
Wesley Unseld, of course.
Yes.
Wesley Unseld, and we used to watch them at the Civic Center back when I was a little kid.
Oh, nice. You ever seen them at what was the Cap Center?
Yes.
They the Cap Center. Man, they tore it down and put everything over there. I know.
So when I was in high school, Wes used to come up to our school, and he played tennis.
Really?
And he would come up in the summertime and play tennis, and I would play sometimes next to him, and it was amazing how big this man was. I mean, he's a mountain of and he can play tennis really well.
Right.
But, they go back and forth about who's the greatest of all time, and they talk about, Michael Jordan, and they talk about your boy from Cleveland, and just LeBron James.
I know, and West's name kind of gets under the rug a little bit, the way, he was, because he was Rookie of the Year, won the championship, 78,
Yeah.
They beat I think they beat the Sonics, I think.
But there's been so many great basketball players, and our guest that we're going to have today, he's a big NBA fan.
Yes.
Along with being an actor, an upcoming actor like us.
Yeah, he just won I think he just won a scholarship to New York.
So we hope that you will stay with us and watch the rest of our episode today. I'm Scott Swope.
And I'm SABREE Anderson, and we got something good for you coming on a little later. Welcome back to We're Talking Sports. I'm SABREE Anderson.
I'm Scott Swope.
And right now we are talking with Melvin from
Southern Maryland.
Okay. Where'd you play school at, Melvin? Tell us a little about yourself.
Yes, I did play. I used to go to Fort Meade High School for 2 years, and then I transferred to a private school called Highwood Academy. It was more of a small school, but it was definitely a good school, and I definitely was on the basketball team over there, so it was definitely pretty cool to do.
Okay, you already talked to the other players and gel a little bit before you practice with them and stuff, or how was the transition? It was smooth a little bit.
Yeah, it was pretty tough, first because it was something new and I wasn't sure about it, but I definitely got more comfortable and so I really felt more like family.
Oh, that's tight. That's tight. How your grades and everything? Everything's good with the eligibility and stuff?
Yeah,
you staying off them video games, man? What's up? What you doing?
Man, I tried. I definitely play some games, but I try to limit it. But,
it's all good.
Budget your time properly, right?
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. What position you play?
Well, I'm actually I'm not in the school anymore. I actually graduated 2 years, 2017, but I guess I was more like a shooting guard.
Playing that too, huh?
Yeah, I definitely like doing that. So.
Do you pattern your game after somebody, or?
I definitely try to. My favorite player is Steph Curry.
Nice, it's a good player to have.
Right.
So don't tell me you be trying to shoot them threes from half court and all that stuff.
I wouldn't.
Come on, man. Come on.
I don't know if I'm that good, but I definitely try to get out in the range, try to shoot it, but
Okay. Yeah.
So we know you're into basketball and you like the NBA, but there's some other things that you do too that we want everybody to know about. Go ahead and tell us.
What's your little side hustle, man?
Yeah.
So I definitely like acting.
Okay.
And I've been really pursuing that, and really been trying to just go really far in that business. And
I understand you got a scholarship or something from someone?
Yeah, I did. I got a scholarship to New York Conservatory for dramatic arts.
Much respect.
That's awesome, brother.
Yeah.
So when do you actually go there?
I go there in January. January the 12th, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you want to be in front of the camera? You want to be behind the camera? You want to get into directing, or what? What are you looking at?
Oh man, I definitely want to do as much as I can, honestly. But definitely, I guess I'm more focused right now on just being in front of the camera. And Kind of, trying to get my skills better there. So.
Right. Yeah. That's superb.
Did you look at like all the other actors that came before you, around your age and stuff, that went through the same school? A little research on the school and stuff?
Yeah, I definitely did. I definitely, I looked at, there was this one actor that was in this new Spider-Man movie. I thought that was pretty cool, so I definitely, done
So you trying to be the next Miles, man? Miles Morales? Is that what you talking about? Yeah.
So I'm in a movie.
We're both in movies.
Yeah.
But that's Scott's thing.
Yeah, I'm in Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman '84.
Yeah.
So you can get in that and get in the business. And one other thing, my My goddaughter, Megan Lewis, went to New York a long time ago. She's made it big. She's a casting director in New Orleans and Atlanta, and she owns RPM Casting, and she has Emmy Awards, and so New York is where you want to go, you know, to get started, because that's where a lot of things are happening.
Yeah, and I'm a SAG actor. I was also in Batman: The Dark Knight Rises, doing football and all that stuff when they blew the field up with Bane and stuff.
Oh yeah, I
So
remember
yeah, they do a lot of. Sometimes I work in New York. I just shot a little zombie flick, Army of the Dead, with like Zack Snyder and stuff like that. So New York is a lot of opportunity, but mind you, New York, you know, that's one of the biggest markets, brother.
Yeah.
So that's why I say you got to do your due diligence when you go to the school. So
yeah,
always look up the younger folks that went through the same way you did, and try to pattern a little bit. But mind you, you know, you're your own actor. You feel what I'm saying? So always put your little spin on it. But now in New York, that's a big jump.
Yeah, one thing I will add to that is you're going to have a lot of people that want the same thing, you know, and it's tough for us because we're talking about, you know, auditioning for roles and getting parts and stuff like that, and you know, you get rejected more times than you get. I would say 95% of the time you get rejected.
How thick is that skin, man?
That's right, you gotta have thick skin.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially in New York.
Yeah.
So
what do they say? 100 times just to get once?
Just to get once.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
My advice is you just pursue your dream, you know, and just keep at it, and don't let anybody deter you from what you're looking at, you know. But I think when you're up there, you're going to do a great job.
They give you a place to stay and all that stuff up there?
Yeah, they do. I went to an open house, I think 2 weeks ago, I think, and they like showed us like they had like small apartments and stuff.
Like dorm rooms or something, right?
Yeah, yeah,
something like that?
Yeah, stuff like that. Where they keep like all the actors and stuff in there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Make sure you stay with your little group, you know what I'm saying, to keep positive energy and stuff like that. Get a support group, because you're going to need it, you feel what I'm saying? So, that's what's up in New York and stuff.
And then if we get a roll up in New York, we know where to stay. That's my biggest concern. Is driving up there and not having a place to park.
Yeah, we'll be on that couch, brother. So, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all been in that situation. What are your hopes and aspirations after you finish the schooling and stuff in New York? Where do you see yourself at about 5 years?
Oh man, hopefully I really want to just be like a consistent working actor and just honestly just doing what I love, like, and just being just part of something really good.
Yeah. That's nice. Always keep that energy.
You gotta stay with it and keep at it. Like I said, you know, don't let anybody deter you from your goals. You know. So today our guest was Melvin McKee. He's got a bright future ahead of him, and we wish him the best of luck. And thank you very much for coming on the show with us today. Hey, don't forget the small people when you make it big. We expect roles when you make it big.
And residuals, you know.
I got you.
So you've been with We're Talking Sports today, a special edition of We're Talking Sports.
Take a little detour. All right, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Has to go down as one of the great feats in the history of the World Series. Listen in as the Babe himself recalls that epic moment.
Well, I stepped out of the box, and by that time there was over there space. When I looked out the center field and I saw it, I come to get the next pitch ball right past the plate. Well, good Lord.
As we watch him circle the bases, there is no question that he knows he has accomplished something extraordinary. The longest home run in Wrigley Field history, stroked with a vengeance. And still, the question remains, did he or didn't he? Visit the Babe Ruth Museum and Birthplace and learn more about the greatest baseball player ever. I'm John Miller. Enjoy your tour.
We're delighted to have two Hall of Famers, two of the 19 people who hit 500 home runs in their careers, Eddie Murray and Mike Schmidt, who will be the headliners in our home run contest.
No, basically. When I retired, so, you know, he was an American leader most of my career, and I just watched him on TV, and the 1983 World Series was really the only time a couple spring training games, maybe the only time I really got to see Eddie in person, and always admired him as a hitter, always jealous of him as a hitter. The guy got to switch hit. You know, a higher switch hitter, hit from both sides of the plate, power from both sides of the plate. Again, not only Eddie Murray, but Gary Carter will be going in with him, another close friend, and look forward to my trip up there. Eddie, I don't know whether you played any golf or not, but we got to get on that golf course up there at Cooperstown.
Yeah, for one day.
They'll make you do that.
Just the one day.
But yeah, I'll be right there sitting behind him and giving him all the support he needs.
Guys, both of you, how does it feel to go out in a contest like this? Is it nice to get back in the uniform and hit swing, or do you get, to Nagel wouldn't do it because sometimes you would be afraid of embarrassing yourself? How do you feel about
Feel all of the above. Embarrassing yourself.
Welcome back to We're Talking Sports. I'm SABREE Anderson,
I'm Scott Swope.
and we're talking today about the NFL and how the vibe is going this season. How do you think the wrap the season up so far? This halfway.
The last time we talked, it was early in the season,
Yes.
and we were talking about the difference between our Redskins, or your Redskins,
Yes.
and my Ravens, and the direction they've gone.
And we was talking about the development of Haskins, which didn't very go that
Yeah,
well.
he's having a tough time. And on the other side of the coin, you have Lamar Jackson, who's having a MVP season.
Yes.
And it just seems that right now everything Lamar does is right, and he looks like he's having a great time.
Yeah, it seems like everything's going to plan as the Baltimore Ravens, my Washington Redskins. You know,
They've been in turmoil a little bit.
Yeah, we have a little turmoil about us firing the coach and stuff like that. But there's always the draft next year. So.
Yeah, well, there you go. You're looking for the draft. But
Right,
Lamar, I just kick back to Lamar. He is proving a lot of the doubters wrong, I think.
Yes,
we talked about the type of quarterbacks that they're.
Yeah, because I think at first they was calling him a running back, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, they
and
was
some
calling him
people
running.
still are calling him a running back.
Yes, yes.
But and I think I love about him, he takes it all in stride.
Yeah.
You know, he's a real easygoing kid. You can tell he's having fun out there. But we were discussing last show the differences in quarterbacks, like the difference between a mobile quarterback as opposed to a running quarterback, as opposed to a pocket passer.
Always,
you know?
always.
And of course, Tom Brady always comes to mind as the ultimate pocket passer.
Yes.
And then you were talking about.
As a matter of fact, we'll switch from the Tom Brady because there is something I wanted to ask you. Tell me, what do you think about Phillip Rivers?
Phillip Rivers,
First of all, is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? And second, how would you, just a guy that couldn't win the big one? Or?
Yeah, he's a very good quarterback, and that might be why it takes him another, I think it's 5 years you have before you get voted in.
Right.
It might be the next time around he gets voted in because he's never won, the Super Bowl. Of course, there's a lot of quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame, like Jim Kelly.
Yes.
He went to
yes.
4 Super Bowls, never won
Well,
one.
remember, Kim Kelly at least went, though.
Yeah, he did. He's been to 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, he's been to 4 and stuff
But
like that.
he's
So how would you sum up Phillips' career?
I would say he's in the Hall of Greatness. I don't know if in the Hall of Fameness right now.
right,
but,
right.
You know, if they've had 2 levels, but I think one day he'll get there. I
Yeah,
mean,
just
he's had
like
a big
recently,
career.
he's been getting like a lot of bad flack because, you know, not only, I think he's leading in interceptions this year.
Yeah.
Right, and he's a pocket guy. He wasn't
Yeah.
very mobile because, you know, just like I was talking about Dan Marino, and as good as the footwork is, I put Phillip up there, but it's kind of like he never really got over the hump and stuff. So it's not really no, you know what I'm saying?
And I tell you, the guy, you know, the young man Luke Casey that we had on our last show. He is like a combination of a lot of those different quarterbacks because Luke
Yes.
can throw in the pocket, he
Yes.
can extend the pocket.
Yes.
You know, he's like.
Now Luke has a better throwing motion.
Oh yeah, I never liked that sidearm stuff.
Yeah,
He gets the ball there. But
I have no idea what he's doing.
I think you were talking about the quarterback from the Seahawks.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I mean, he's like the ultimate. I think nowadays, you know,
Yes,
as far as
because
where
he's very
offense is
efficient and
going.
stuff like that.
And I feel kind of bad for Rivers because his line isn't exactly what he's used to, you know. But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more of We're Talking Sports with Scott Swope.
And Sabree Anderson. We'll
So
be right
come
back.
come back and join us.
What was it good? We won that first game.
Yeah, the first game, and then after that it went downhill, right?
Yeah, way downhill. Actually, I did get a hit. I don't know whether the guy that I got it off of is in the group here today or not. But,
Sammy Stewart.
Sammy Stewart, that's right. But how do you guys remember that story? Look at all these Orioles back here. Sammy Stewart, remember when you broke your bat and lobbed it over short? You won for 23. Enough said. I don't care about the 83 World Series, but I love these Orioles back here.
Your remembrances of the 83 World Series.
Well, I was a member of the team in '83, but in 1983, after 9 games, my elbow completely blew up and fell apart, so I had my 4th and 5th elbow operation, and I was done. By the time the World Series rolled around, it was somewhat uneventful from the excitement of 1980. Yes, Baltimore did win, but I remember with my bad arm, and I remember Tug McGraw and I sitting in the locker room because there wasn't even enough room.
We're back. I'm Sabree Anderson.
I'm Scott Swope.
And we just had a special guest that was
Yeah.
very very nice today.
Melvin McKee III, who loves the NBA.
Yes.
And he's an
He also
upcoming.
loves acting, too.
He loves acting like we do.
Yes.
And I think it was very special. It was a little detour on what we normally talk about.
Yes,
but it's
it
nice
is.
to have a fresh face in there. We wish him all the best.
Yeah, we was trying a different vibe today for the shows and stuff, and I hope you enjoyed watching.
And while you're at it, if you have any jobs for us in the future, we'd love to work for you as a member of your acting.
Hey, check out IMDb, Actors Access, and the Brian Dragnut will also be around.
Yeah. So thank you once again for joining us for this third episode of
And
We're Talking Sports.
We will see you next time.
Take care.
This is the kids' discovery room. This is our locker room. The kids get to try a bunch of different activities, and of course they get to try on all of different game-used equipment: baseball, football, soccer, lacrosse, and the equipment that's actually game-used from different schools, different teams. And this, of course, is a Navy football helmet that they get to try on, along with the pads and the uniforms. Of course, the Orioles do win the World Series in '66. They win it again in 1970, and they win it in 1983. That was their last World Series. This trophy right here is the 1983 World Series trophy. It was the last time the Orioles won the World Series against the Phillies. And right next to it is a World Series ring that belonged to world-renowned broadcaster, sports broadcaster Chuck Thompson. Have an interactive, it's a holographic soccer ball projected from the ceiling. Kids come in and they actually get to play soccer. And the idea that we wanted to create here is that when kids are playing soccer, their team, the Baltimore Blast, is actually looking out from the sideboards. And on the other side, we have the exhibit case with all of the Baltimore Blast artifacts. And I will tell you, this is a favorite among the kids.
Until all the others quit. The experts had this race figured the same way and were surprised when Seabiscuit broke in front. However, the foreign players soon relaxed, for War Admiral slowly but steadily closed in. Until there seemed to be but one horse. What a picture! War Admiral and Seabiscuit. You'll never see a finer race. As they made the final turn, an underrated Seabiscuit gave